What is good, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Odie, and welcome to my Final Fantasy VII hype slash news update number one. Alright, let's take it back to 2015 when we first saw Visual Works' awesome announcement trailer demonstrating what Final Fantasy VII Remake could possibly be. We were all dazzled by it, and we were all thankful for the announcement finally to happen. We were like, I know I've been waiting for this moment like ever since that there was remakes and like the PS3 test trailer for Final Fantasy VII. I always wanted a remake, as many other people have. Don't forget, however, a year earlier at the PlayStation Experience, PlayStation trolled everybody and announced Final Fantasy VII PC port of the new PC version to the PlayStation 4 with trophies and everything. This made a lot of fans upset, and I was okay with it. You're able to collect trophies and stuff, but I know Square was teasing us. That's how I felt. And finally, not too long afterwards, we got the announcement of the Final Fantasy VII Remake. The next bit of news that we got was that the Final Fantasy VII Remake will be first exclusively to PlayStation. I'm not sure if it's going to be a timed exclusive or if it's like a year later Xbox will get Final Fantasy VII. They've gotten Final Fantasy games in the past, like the 13 games. Some Final Fantasy 13 games. The next decision that Square decided to make was pretty questionable in my opinion. They decided to start development with a company rather than themselves called CyberConnect 2. After a few screenshots were released showing off their first boss battle and some of the direction that CyberConnect 2 is bringing Final Fantasy VII Remake, Square then decided to, back in May, to cancel their contract and they began fully working on this game fully in-house. Hamaguchi is now taking over development, and according to Twitter, Tetsuya Nomura is still the director as well. This quote from Hamaguchi states, in view of factors such as improving quality when the product goes into mass production in the future, the company has decided to shift a developmental system back within the company so as to maintain a stable schedule and have control over factors such as quality. End quote. That was from Hamaguchi. This is very good news in my opinion. Square can't afford to mess up the Final Fantasy VII Remake, and having third-party development seemed like shady business to begin with, but now that they're fully in-house with the Final Fantasy VII Remake, it's great news in my opinion. Really good. Which leads us back to some old news that we heard about the Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is that it's going to be episodic. The full game is not going to be one game. It's going to be broken up into possibly 3 games. Who knows? Like, Square believes that the game is too large to have in just one game. And it's important to keep in mind that the games being remade, not remastered or reimagined. The whole game is being built from the ground up, like new story elements. I mean, basically they got the structure, but they're going to build off of it. I believe there's a good chance that the first game is solely going to be in Midgar, possibly all in the city. Maybe ends with expanding to the open world, or maybe go into like the Chocobo Ranch or something. Really not sure, but maybe somewhere around there. So far, there has been a clue as to when we might see the first part of the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Square Enix CEO Yosuke Matsuda, sorry if I mispronounced that. Anyway, he stated in a conference that the first part of the Final Fantasy VII Remake is possibly going to be released in a 3-year window. So with Kingdom Hearts being released next year, which is great news, maybe possibly 2019 we might see the first part of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Alright, that's all we know for now as what's going on with the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Right now, Tetsuya Nomura is the director. It's going to be fully in-house, and I'm just waiting for the next little tidbit to bring you guys. So stay tuned, and right now I'm just gonna go back to work on the platinum on the PS4 version of Final Fantasy VII. Try to get that platinum. Yeah. Take care and see you next time.